Hi, this is Mrs. Knopf, and today we are going to continue in our method book with line 46, down one more. So we're learning a new note today, and our new note is our low B below the staff. So that's thumb, 1, 2, 3, and then the middle finger covering the second hole on the bottom joint. So don't press anything else, don't cover any other holes. The thing that I really like about this method book, and it helps so much, is on every page or two, as it's needed, there is a fingering chart at the top dedicated to just the notes on that page. So let's start with what we know. We have our second line G, which is completely open. We don't press any keys. We don't cover any holes. Then we have our first space F, which is just covering the thumb hole in the back. And then we have our first line E. We add the first finger to the thumb in the back. Then we have our D, which is one space below the staff. We just add the next finger. Then we have our middle C, which is a ledger line below the staff. Add the next finger. And then finally, we have our new low B, which is a ledger line and a space below the staff. And as you can see, it's the middle hole on the bottom joint that is covered by the middle finger. Okay, so now we are going to scroll down and we're going to walk through and see what we have. So we have our treble clef as always, and then we have our 4/4 time signature. The top number tells us how many beats in each measure. The bottom number is the value of the whole note. So if we had a whole note, it would get 4 beats. Half of a whole is a half, and half of 4 is 2. So our half notes and half rests get 2 beats. Then half of a half is a quarter, and half of 2 is 1. So the quarter notes and quarter rests get 1 beat. So now we're going to go through and look for some patterns. So at the beginning, we start on our C, hold it for 2 beats, and then we add the middle finger, hold that B for 2 beats. And then we just go back and forth, C, B, C. Then we're going to go up and down on our scale a little bit. So we've got D, E, F, back down to E, half note D, then we have 2 beats of rest. When you get to the next line, same D on a half note, add 2 fingers, ring finger and the middle finger to play the B, and then 2 Ds and a B on quarters. And then we're just going to go down our scale starting on open G and walk our way down. F with the thumb, E, D, C, middle finger B, and then back up to a half note C. It's important that you use the middle finger on the second hole because if you use anything else, it's a different note. So we're going to get started. Remember to start with a T on every note, tip of the tongue to the tip of the reed. I have a metronome set at 96 beats per minute. I hope you can play along with me and keep up. But if not, pause the video as you need to. Try playing it at your speed and then try catching up. But here we go. Let me adjust my camera so you can see my fingers a little bit better. 1, 2, beginning. And that's it for line 46, down one more. Another tip, if it hasn't been mentioned before, make sure that you keep your fingers just above the hole that they should be covering. So you're either going to hover or cover, okay? And you want to make sure that you're covering a hole completely, because if you don't, you will not get the sound that you're expecting. You may not get any sound. So if you need to look in a mirror, check your fingers. And then your fingers, you probably can't see, but your fingers should have a circle or a ring from where you've been pressing. So hopefully this has been helpful, and we'll see you next time.